Hello everyone, welcome to the session on Genius Talk. Today we will be discussing Mixture and Alligation, third part. So let's start the session. So here we have the first question. 3 vessels whose capacities are in ratio 3:2:1 are completely filled with milk mixed with water. The ratio of milk and water in the mixture of vessels are 5:2, 4:1 and 4:1 respectively. Then you have to take 1/3 of the first, half of the second, and 1/7 of the third mixture and form a new mixture. In that mixture, you have to tell the percentage of water in the new mixture. Okay, so let's start with the first. First is we'll try to extend this. What is the ratio we have? We have the ratio 5:2, 4:1, then 4:1. Afterwards, we know that we have to make the quantity same. So what is the quantity here? It is 7. Here it is 5. Here it is 5. So what is the LCM of 5 and 7? 35. So 7 has to be multiplied by 5 and 5 has to be multiplied by 7. Now this is how the volumes are equal, but already it's given that the volumes are in the ratio 3:2:1. So for that we have to multiply this by respective 3, ratio 2, ratio 1. So we'll multiply the first one with 3, second one with 2, and last one with 1, right? So this is as per the question we are going, because the vessels are in this 3:2:1 ratio. So we have made this ratio. Afterwards, it's given that we have to withdraw 1/3 of the first. That means just multiply here with 1/3. Then we have to withdraw half of the second and 1/7 of the third. This concept we have done. Then that whenever we draw a mixture, right, or we can say that there are 2 vessels, milk and water, in the ratio say 3:4. If I draw a mixture of say 5 liters of whatever quantity it is, suppose this is 94 liters. So if I draw a mixture, the remaining liquid will also be in the same ratio, and whatever I have drawn, that also must be taken out in 3:4 ratio. That means if anything you are taking from the mixture, that will always be in same ratio. So here also, if you have taken 1/3 of the mixture, that means it will be in the 1/3 ratio. The mixture will be coming out in 1/3 ratio. Similarly, second one, the mixture has to come out with half of the ratio, and similarly the third one, it has to come with 1/7 of the ratio, right? So this is how we can take this mixture out. So as I said, like here we are finding 5 liter out, and that will be out in the ratio 3:4. This is we have discussed in our first session, right? So the same concept I have to apply, and now we can see that 3 is cancelled with 3, 2 is cancelled with 2, 7 is cancelled with 7. Now into 1. So 7 got cancelled. What is left? So this is not required, because this is what we have written for the total of these. So this has to be multiplied with 5. 5:2 when multiplied by 5 will become 25:10, and 4:1 multiplied with 7, it will be 4 7s are 28, 7 1s are 7, and this will be remaining the same. So this is the ratio of milk and water. Now you know that milk will be added up in milk and water will be added up in water. So what we can do, we can just add it. It becomes 53 plus 4 57:18, and this is further cancelled by 3. 19 3s are 57 and 3 6 are 18, and the ratio was 19:6. Here this is milk, this is water. So water is present in 6 and out of the mixture 25 if percentage is asked. So this answer has to be 24%. First, make the quantity same. Here we have made the quantity same by taking this 7, 5 and 5. Afterwards we have multiplied with their respective LCMs, right? Like 35 was the LCM, so 7 has to be multiplied by 5, 5 has to be multiplied by 7. Then we have tried to make this volume in the ratio 3:2:1, and afterwards whatever mixture we are drawing, as we know that whatever mixture we draw, that will be coming out in the same ratio, so we have multiplied with the ratio. The next question, again we have 3 vessels, and milk to water ratio is given, and the percentage of water in the new mixture, if again 1/3 1/2 and 2/3 of the third vessel is taken out and mixed together. So let's write the ratio first. This is 3:2, this is 2:1, this is 3:1. So write the total here. It's 5, it's 3, it's 4, and when I multiply 5, 3, 4, LCM is 60, 15 4s are 60, so 5 has to be multiplied by 12, 3 has to be multiplied with 20, 4 has to be multiplied by 50, right? Afterwards, if it is already 60, now we have to make this in this ratio. 5, this has to be multiplied with 5, this has to be with 3, and this has to be with 2. This is the required ratio. Now it is saying 1/3 of the first. So let's take it out. 1/3 of the first. That means multiply this by 1/3. Half of the second, 1/2 of this, and 2/3 of the third. So just solve it. It becomes 3 4s are 12, and 2 10s are 20. It becomes 3 5s are 15. Now there is no requirement of this, as we have written this just to make the total equal. Now 5 into 4 is 20, so this has to be multiplied with 20. 10 into 3 is 30, this has to be multiplied with 30, and 5 into 2, 10 into 2, 20, this has to be multiplied with 20 again. Now just multiply and write your answer. So my answer has to be, this is 3 into 20 becomes 60, 2 into 20 becomes 40, 2 into 30 it is again 60, again 60, and 1 into 30 is 30, 3 into 20 is 60, and 1 is to 20 is 20, right? So it is 180. This is right, milk, and this is water, right? So milk will be added up in milk, and water will be added up in water. So this becomes 50 plus. So what is the overall answer? 2:1. Let's do the next one. Now the type is changed. 2 questions we have done. Now the next type is based on the same concept, and but the approach is a little bit different. Means something extra we have to do, and then I will tell you the shorter approach as well. In an alloy, zinc and copper are in the ratio 1:2. In the second alloy, this is in the ratio. This is one alloy, and this is in the ratio 1:2. Second alloy, it is in the ratio 2:3. Now these has to be mixed, and the further ratio must be 5:8. So you have to tell in the new alloy what is the ratio of these 2 alloys. So this is what we need to do. Now this is zinc, this is copper, zinc, copper, zinc, copper, right? Now if this zinc, copper, that means same thing we have to do first. Let's make the quantity same. So first, what is the ratio? 1:2. What is the new ratio? 2:3. And what is the actual ratio? 5:8. Now what is this? This is 3, this is 5, and this is 13. So now in order to make it equal, we have to do like 3. This is 13 5s are 65. This is 5, because it will be like 5 is there, so 13 3s are 39, and this is 13, so it has to be multiplied with 15. So this is how we have made the volume same, right? And afterwards we'll just multiply these ratio with the respective multiplying factors. They are 65, 39, and 50. Yeah, and after that we can apply alligation. So this becomes 65, 1 into 65, and 2 into 65 is 130. 2 into 39, that is 78, and 3 into 39, that is 40 into 3, 120 minus 3, 117. Now 5 into 15 becomes 75. 8 into 50 becomes 120, right? Now the ratio in which they are mixed is asked. So zinc and this is copper. So now we have to take one of them. This is the mixture, this is the first and this is the second, right? So what do I do now? I'll just write it. What is the required ratio? We have to find the ratio, right? So we apply alligation. So if I take the zinc here, first it is 65, next is 78. This is the first alloy, this is the second alloy, and this is the mixture alloy. In mixture alloy it is 75. Now we know alligation. 78 minus 5. What is alligation? Alligation means this cross method where we subtract this higher quantity, right? And this is lower quantity. So whatever is the difference, we write 78. This is alligation. So if overall is given and two quantities are given, we can find the ratio. So this is how we use it. So 75 minus 65. So this is how much? 3:2, and this is 10. Further we can't cancel it, so my final answer has to be 3:10, right? So this is how we can use the previous method to apply alligation. Again I repeat, what is alligation? Alligation is a process in which we write the two quantities, first, second, and then we write the mixture average here. This is basically combined average, right? And once we discuss average, this will be more clear. So this is the first quantity, this is second, their price or whatever is given, this is their average or combined, and then here we have the ratio of the quantity, right? So this is quantity. So we have to find the ratio in the quantities only. That's why we applied this method. The answer of this question is 3:10, right? Let's do some more. Again, this is first is the same type. This is vessel A, vessel B, milk and water, 4:5, 5:1. Let's make it same first. This is 5:1. This becomes 9. This becomes 6. And afterwards, this is total is LCM is 18. So multiply this by 2 and this by 3. So if I multiply this by 2, this is your milk, this is water. So this becomes 4 2s are 8, 5 2s are 10. And this is further how much? Actually, there is one more ratio, so we have missed that. That is 5:4. Okay, so that is also 9. That is also multiplied by 2. So 5 into 3. This is multiplied by 3. This one. This is multiplied by 2. This one. And this is also multiplied by 2. Just write the ratio. 5 into 3 is 15. And 1 into 3 is 3. Next, 5 into 2 is 10. 4 into 2 is 8. Right? Now afterwards, we can focus either on milk or we can focus on water. So let's focus on milk. If we focus on milk, it is 8, 15 and overall is 10. We can see that 10 is coming somewhere in between 8 and 15 because this is the mixture value. So this is 15 minus 10, 5 and 10 minus 8, 2. So what is my answer? 5:2. And you can solve taking this water as well, like water is 10, here it is 3 and overall is 8. So what is the ratio? 8 minus 3 becomes 5, 10 minus 8 is, so you can see the ratio is same. You can take either of them. Right? It says water, milk and water. So first is 5:2, second is 8:5, right? And overall quantity is 9:4. So let's make it same first. This is 7, this is 13, this is also 13. So 13 and 7 LCM is 91. So 7 multiplied by 13, 13 multiplied by 7. As both are co-prime numbers and co-prime numbers LCM is multiplication of the two. So this becomes into 13. That means this all has to be multiplied by 13. This is into 7. These both has to be multiplied by 7. And this is into 7. So this is. Now 5 into 13 is how much? Is becoming 65, and 2 into 13 become 26, 8 into 7 56, and 5 into 7 35, 9 into 7 is 63, and 4 into 7 is 28. So we can take a value which is milk and water. So this is your milk, this is your water. So this value seems to be simple, so we can take this. Let's take this. This becomes 26, 35, and 28. So how much this is? 7, and this becomes 2. So this is your answer. Even you can take this as well, 65, 56, and 63. So this becomes how much? 7, and this is 65 minus 63, that is 7:2. So this is one of the approach you can use to solve this question. Let's come to the next one. Now we'll try to learn some new method by which we can find our answer even more faster. So what is that method? So it is direct method actually. Let's go back to any question which we have done. Let's say I go back here in this one only, which we have discussed. So this is, what is the first ratio? So in this, because we need to find the ratio, so take any one of them common, like this is 1:2. So if you take zinc, this is 1/3. This is direct alligation. Second alloy, if you take the zinc, it is 2/5, right? And third alloy, you are taking 5 zinc, that is actually 13. So this gives you answer even more faster. This is zinc, this is copper. So here you have to remember that multiply with the LCM again. This is 13, this is 3, and this is 5. So this has to be multiplied with 15, and this has to be multiplied with, actually we have to multiply with 15 into 13, right? But this 13 gets cancelled. This is 3, so it is also be multiplied by 15 into 13, and it is also multiplied by 15 into 13, because this is the LCM. Now the benefit of this is that our this value will cancel. So 3 5s are 15, 5 3s are 15, and here 13 cancel. So what we are left with now, just focus, we are left with this value, 13 into 5, 65. So we can write it here, 65. Then here we are left with 2 3s are 6, and 13 6s are 78. And if you remember, this was the ratio, right, of zinc. And last is 5 into, this is 75. So we can find the ratio even faster. So 75, 78, what is the difference? 3. 75, 65, difference is 10. So this is the final ratio. So this is a better method for this type of question where 3 ratios are given, and eventually also we have to find the ratio, right? So you can do it directly. Let's do the next by the same way, taking let's say this time we take the other component common. Let's say this, I will take water common. So first is 5/9, next is 1/6, and overall is water is 4. So that is 4/9. So in order to cancel the denominator, I have to multiply with the LCM of these. So 9 6 LCM is 18. So multiply all of them by 18, and with this denominator will be cancelled. So it is far more easy to solve. So this is 5 2s are 10, 1 3s are 3, and 4 2s are 8. So this becomes 10, 3, and 8. Now we can solve it. Difference is 8 minus 3 5. This is 10 minus 8 2. So this is our final answer, 5:2, and this is also we have got earlier. I hope you are getting my point. And similarly, you can solve this as well. It says 2 vessels A and B contain milk and water in the ratio 8:5 and 5:2 respectively. And so first let's solve this, because we have to get the ratio. So this is, if you multiply 69 into 13. So this is 69 3/13, right? So if you multiply, this will be 13 9s are 117, 13 6s are 78 plus 11, 89, 897 plus 3 by 13 and by 100 as well, because of percentage. So this becomes 900 by 1300. So what is the ratio? 9:13. So this is which is extra in this question. The rest everything is same, because the ratio is not given, the percentage is given. So this is the percentage of milk. So this is milk and this is mixture. So can I say water has to be the difference of the two? So if there is 13 mixture, 9 milk, can I say 4 has to be water? Yes. So if it's 8 by 5, that is 8 by 13. I'm taking milk as the component. 5 by 7, and overall that is 9 by 13. So we can solve it directly with 9 by 13 itself. Else in that method we have to find the ratio of 9:4, then make the ratio same. That will be little time consuming in exam temperament. So this method is good, better than that. So 13, 13, 7, LCM has to be 91. Let's multiply this by 91. So 13 7s are 91, 7 13s are 91, 13 7s are 91. So just find out what we are getting. So this is 8 7s are 56, 13 5s are 65, and 9 7s are 63. This is the ratio. Now you can just see this is 65 minus 63, 2, and this is 7. So this is the final ratio of milk and water. Right? So this is the final answer. Let's move on to the next. Now let's come to the next type. This also you can solve using alligation and by other method also. The other method, both the methods I will discuss. There is a mixture 40 liters of milk and water. There is a mixture, I can say 90% milk, 10% water. If the total is 40 liter, can I say that 90% of 40, 9 4s are 36 liter is milk and remaining 4 liter is water. Now it says how much water should be added in this, how much water should be added to make 20% water in the new mixture. So that this becomes 20%, right? So first, by the basic method, what we'll do, we know that we are adding water. So this we have discussed before as well. So we are adding water. So if you are adding water, that means milk has to be constant. So let's make milk constant. And how can we make milk constant? You see, earlier milk was 90%. That means its value was 36 liters. So this 36 liters will be same in the new mixture. In the new mixture, if we have 20% of water, can I say there will be 80% of milk? So this is 80% of new value. That means actually this, we are assuming that this total new mixture is X liters, right? So if this is happening, then we can say that 36 is 80% of the new mixture. So what is 100% of that? Overall, we have to find first. So this becomes 24s are 25s, 4 9s are, that means 45 liter. 40 liters, yeah, this was 40 liter earlier and 45 liter now. So there is 5 liter addition. I'll repeat that. 10% of water, that means 90% of milk. What is 90% of 40 liters? Has to be equal to the milk in the second one. 80% of X liters. What is 90% of 40? That is 36 liters, and that has to be equal to 80% of total. So X will be 36 by 80, X will be 100%, and we have found it as this is 4 9s are. So total value of the new is 45. So we can see earlier the bucket was 40 liters. Now after addition of water, it is 45 liters, and we know that milk is constant. That means what we have added? We have added 5 liters of water. So in that case also, it's not 9 liters. 36 was the milk quantity, right? So it's not the original quantity. Original quantity was 40. 36 is the milk quantity. So we have to go as per original. So original was 40, now it has become 45. Because milk was constant, that means extra addition is only for water. So answer is 5 liters. Same question you can solve using alligation also. So this is 40 liters. This was 10% water. 10% water. Let's take water. And you are adding water. That means you are adding 100% of that. Right? Can I say? You are adding 100% of that. Okay. And what is the overall? You have to make 20%. So just apply alligation and you have your answer. This is 100 minus 20, that is 80. 20 minus 10, that is 10. So this is 8:1. And you know that 40 liters of mixture was, so this 8 shows that this is the original one. This was the original mixture and this is the added one. So in 8 units, actually you are adding 1 unit. So what is the value of 8 units? It was given as 40 liters. So what is 1 unit value? That means you have added 5 liters of water. Let's solve some more. 50 gram of alloy of gold and silver contains 80% gold. The quantity of gold that is to be mixed up with this alloy so that it becomes 95% gold. Now, first method, you can apply alligation. You know that first it was 80%. So 80% gold. And you are adding gold, so that means you are adding 100%, and overall the gold is becoming 95. So this is 100 minus 95, 5, and this is 95 minus 80, 15. So what is the ratio? 1:3. Now what is the value of this 1? 1 is the actual original quantity. This is the new added quantity. So this 1 value was 50 gram. You can see 50 gram of alloy of silver and gold was given. That means 3 value will be, 1 value is 50 grams, so 3 value will be 3 into 50, that is 150 grams. So 150 grams has to be the new quantity. So 150 gram is the answer. If you solve this by another method, you know, gold is added, that means silver is constant. So what was the silver in earlier case? If there is 80% gold, that means 20% silver. So 20% of 50 gram must be equal to, silver is constant as we have added only the gold. That has to be equal to if you're 95% gold, that means 5% of silver in the new quantity. Let's say new quantity is X. So can you find what is 20%? 1 by 5. So 10 gram is 5% of new. So 1% will be 10 by 5. 100% will be, or the overall will be 2 into 100, that is 200. That means earlier the alloy was 50 gram, now the alloy is 200. That means we know that silver is constant, so what we have added 150, which is the difference of both. That means we have added 150 gram of gold in this. 200 liters of mixture contain 15% water, and amount of milk that must be added so that the resulting mixture contains 87.5% milk. Fine. Let's do it with the alligation first. So mixture is there, 15% water, rest is milk. So milk has to be added. So you can take anything. Suppose you take water, 15% water, because you are adding milk, so you are adding 0% water. This is the thing to be remembered. You are adding milk and we are taking water. That's why it has to be 0%. We are not adding water, we are only adding milk. Like in this milk case, we have learned that we have to do like this. It is 85% milk and I am adding 100% cases. We have taken this milk, but if I take this in water, this will be 0%. So overall is 87.5 milk. That means can I say 12.5 is left. So 12.5 must be water. So water only we are taking, so we have to write 12.5. So what is the difference here? You can write it is 12.5. What is the difference here? 2.5. If you take the ratio, it is 25 fives are 25 ones are. So this 5 is the original quantity, as we have been discussing again and again. and this is the new quantity. So 5 value is how much? It is 200 liter. So 1 value will be 40 liter. 5 4s are 20. 1 will be 40. That means this new quantity which you have added is 40 liters, and new quantity is for milk. Now if you solve the same question using milk, so first it will be 85% milk, then 100% you are adding milk. So what is the resulting one? 87.5 milk. So what is the ratio? 12.5. And what is the ratio? 2.5. You can see the ratio is again 5:1, where 5 is the actual quantity, 200 liter. So 1 value will be 50 liters. Right? So this method is far more easy. Let's do it with the next method which we have discussed, making the second thing same. So 15% water, rest is milk. Milk is added, so that water is same. So we can say 15% of original one, 200 liter, has to be equal to 15% of 200 liter has to be equal to, here milk is this, so can I say this is 12.5% of new. So what is 1%? That is, what is 15% of 200? This has to be 30 liters. So 30 liters, so 1% value will be 12.5, and we have to find total X of 100% value, right? This is 0. So this becomes 25 4s are, 25 5s are, 5 6 are. This becomes 240 liters. So that means after this, the total, earlier the liquid or the mixture was 200. Now after addition of milk, it has become 240 liters. And we know that water is constant. That means whatever is the difference, that is only the milk. So answer is 40 liter again, right?